What's up, guys? Trevor here with Ecommerce Paradise. Today I want to show you this awesome high ticket category that you can sell online, this niche, which is the garage. So if you are a car lover, or if you just like using your garage, then this might be the perfect niche for you. If you like cars and you like to work on cars, maybe even have like an auto body shop, selling the high ticket products related to your auto body shop could be a great independent, location independent income that you could get into. So I just wanted to show you some websites that I found that are doing high ticket dropshipping, that are online only, that are based on Shopify, that you can extract categories from and suppliers. So the first one is realgaragelife.com. As you can see in the URL, I have /collections/all, and then this question mark sort by best selling. That's the best way to figure out exactly what products are selling on a website. Usually they're going to have a page where it will show you all the best sellers then on the website. Sometimes they block it, but in this case they don't, so that's good. But yeah, so basically this one is mostly focused on the car lift category, as you can see. Also workbenches, which are quite high ticket, $5, $10, $17, $21,000. But yeah, these lifts are $9,000, $10,000, $8,000, $13,000. So very expensive category. Yeah, I'm sure shipping probably costs a lot, but that's okay. You have such a high price point, and the average margins are usually like 20 to 30% in almost every niche. And so, even with a $500,000 cost to ship something like palletized and whatnot to a business or even a consumer like a home garage, the high price point is going to allow you to have, like, let's say if you do the math, $7,000, 20% is $1,400, and let's just say shipping costs $800, then you still have a $700 profit, and that's like 10%, So that's just some simple math there. Yeah. So you can also shop by vehicle, obviously. It's something you want to do on your store. Lifestyle, these are types, customer types they're marketing to, some mechanics and outdoor enthusiasts, sports car enthusiasts, antique car collectors. So there's some consumers here, and there's also mechanics would be like a B2B thing. So as you can see, there's some B2B potential. And the best thing you can do with high ticket drop shipping is high ticket sales to businesses and government, because they are going to buy multiple from you, and they're also going to buy over time more. So build relationships, do outreach, cold calling, cold outreach emails, LinkedIn outreach, Facebook outreach, Instagram, all the social medias and stuff like that, and try to get in touch with, in this case, it would be like mechanics or auto body shops or whatever kind of business that can use these products. And just talk to them about what you sell and try to build a relationship and whatnot, and get that account. So yeah, let's see what some of their brands are. So usually the way these stores list their products is they put the brand first. Sometimes they put the model name first, and then the brand is sort of like worked into the listing. So if we just click on one of these listings, for example, this one's Iron Tough 2 Bay Workbench, and it's pretty safe to assume that the actual brand name is Iron Tough. But the way that you would find that out, and I want to turn a VPN on right now because I'm actually in Bali, Indonesia, and in order to do research, I have to turn a VPN on. So if you guys are looking for a VPN, I recommend Surfshark. It's the one I use. You can go check out all of our recommended resources at ecommerceparadise.com. Up here in the header, there is a resources button link, and we have all of the software and stuff like that you can use to start your business and get going, and basically like be able to do all the cool stuff that I do. And Surfshark should be in here somewhere. There it is, Surfshark VPN. So that's the link, ecommerceparadise.com/Surfshark. You'll get a free trial. All right, so let's see. All you got to do when you want to find out, like once you've established that the store is dropshipping, they're online only, right? They don't have like a physical location listed on their site. You can take the entire, because this brand is dropshipping, you can take the entire product name and search it in Google. You just got to make sure you're in the market that you want to buy it in, and then go to shopping, and you'll be able to see other dropshipping stores that sell it. So you're looking for niche stores. So, and of course it's got to say Iron Tough in the listing. If it doesn't, then it's just basically promoting some other brand. And this is another way you'll figure out whether Iron Tough is actually a brand name or whether it's just like some kind of model name that they created themselves. You know, sometimes these stores that are online only, dropshipping stores, they are private label businesses, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. But let's try to find another store selling the Iron Tough brand. I'm going to click this one anyways because I know New Age is a brand that dropships. But since I'm not finding any more Iron Tough stuff here, Hyper Tough, I'm going to go back and find another brand here. That's possible. But really, when you're doing research, you want to make sure that these brands are being sold in multiple stores, because then that means that they're dropshipping, they're opening accounts for more online retailers, right? Not just on one store. It's part of the research process. But if you start seeing that the products that you're looking for and researching are sold on a bunch of different niche dropshipping stores, that means that it's like really saturated and it's going to be tough to compete. And so I usually try to avoid those niches. But yeah, let's see here. Advantage Lifts. This is Real Garage Live. So this is actually the brand selling direct themselves, which is good to see. You can check out their website if you want. Halo Lifts. Let's see if we can find more Advantage listings. Here we go. This isn't Advantage, but this is another niche store, so I might check out heavyliftdirect.com. Yeah, this is definitely a dropshipping store. You just can tell by the way it looks, like a Shopify theme that's normal. And their address has a suite in it. So if you take their address and search that address in Google, then you can almost for sure know that this is a virtual office address. It's like an office building, right? And they have multiple businesses listed at the same place. And yeah, so it's a virtual office address, so it's a dropshipping store. So Heavy Lift Direct is another one. We have vehicle lifts, all different types, tire equipment, Jackson lifts, different types of products too, and then a list of brands. So now here we have a whole list of brands, which is really awesome. I love seeing a list of brands right here, because this is basically if you just type any one of these brands into Google. And actually, it's always better to type the entire product name. So I like to click through to their collection, choose the best-selling product that's high ticket, the entire product name, search it in Google, go to shopping, find other websites that are selling their products, garage cabinets online, pads for lifts. Wait, that's not even the right product. Amgo Precision Performances, Vove Lift. That's the same one again. Best Buy Automotive Equipment. Automotive Service Equipment. So let's just check out a few of these. Okay, so Garage Cabinets Online looks like it's an older store, but it's on Shopify. Got a bunch of reviews, so it's definitely like an older store. But here you can see a bunch of different brands, and I just right off the bat recognize almost all of these are dropshipping brands. So you can get a great idea. And they even sell stuff that's like out of the niche, like e-bikes and stuff. And yeah, so this is definitely a dropshipping store. And yeah, the main thing is garage cabinets. Obviously, it's garage cabinets online, so that's the niche they started with, which is solid. So I think garage cabinets are just like in general good niche. I mean, what I like to see is multiple stores selling the same products. And these guys are like really broad. Now this is an example of what not to do. You should never start like a super broad store because they just don't convert, and it's quite difficult to get suppliers in the beginning. And it's very difficult to run ads because you have to have a big budget. And yeah, don't do general stores and high ticket, guys. But anyway, let's look at Vove Lift. Similar thing here. This is a virtual office address. So they also have, let's see, attachments is their main thing, a bunch of different stuff. So here's some more interesting ones. So lifts and handling, skid steer attachments, mini skid steer attachments, excavator attachments, forklift attachments, like attachments, I guess this is a big niche right here. Heavy equipment, so forklifts, pallet stackers, pallet trucks, electric tugs, lifting solutions, forestry and wood processing, construction equipment, cranes and hoists, workshop equipment, car lifts, wheel service, shop equipment, storage, maintenance and power. Yeah, so they got a lot of cool stuff. Now, if we go to the same link that we were doing on this other store here to extract their best sellers, all we got to do is copy, oops, and paste. Yep, cool. So we can see what's been selling on their website by volume. So this Catul brand and their $5,700 lift with rolling jacks, kind of a vehicle lift, seems like. Great website. Check it out. I want to kind of point this out because when I see this kind of stuff, I like to show you guys what works really good for conversion optimization stuff. And this is all the stuff you really need. So they have the brand name, SKU number, model. They got the subcategory and all that. They have a link to the actual collection by the brand, which is cool. They have a reviews here, but instead of just reviews, it's actually a link to their Trustpilot, which is actually, it's not a bad idea, but you are giving people the ability to click off of your website. But it's a third-party website, and those kinds of reviews definitely hold more merit than just reviews that are on your website. I definitely recommend starting a Trustpilot. This is a great idea. So the next thing is the price, but what I would recommend that they do and that you guys always do is have a compare at price, so like an MSRP, and then it's got to be usually around 20-30% discount, maybe up to 40%, depends. On higher price point products, usually less. On lower price point products, you can do a little bit more. But yeah, for this one, he only has a base price. Sometimes the suppliers don't allow you to put MSRP or like a compare at price on the listing. Kind of a weird thing, but usually almost always recommend that because then there's like a strike through and a save amount, and you can just kind of promote that there's a sale right now, just basically with the price. Anyway, but they also have in stock listed here, which is really important because people want to know if it's in stock so it can ship right away. But you got to be actually like honest about that. You can't just say in stock and it's not in stock, or you get upset customers, right? Delivery option, so warehouse pickup versus ship to my address. So the deal is when someone has a warehouse, usually it's less expensive to deliver it because the delivery truck does not require a lift gate. Lift gates are where there's like a actual gate that comes out from the truck that lowers it to the ground. But when it requires a lift gate, it costs a bit more. So their variant here is showing ship to my address $1,300. So that kind of shows you how much the shipping costs with a lift gate, and this is without a lift gate. Oh, sorry, I was reading this wrong. This is actually warehouse pickup, not delivery. So shipping is actually $1,300, whether there's a lift gate or not. Sometimes websites will show like lift gates and stuff. Otherwise, yeah, they give you the option to pick up at the warehouse location, and apparently this brand has a bunch of different locations all over the US, which is really cool. And this is a great idea. I've never really seen this before, where they actually list the warehouse location here versus having it shipped. So that's kind of cool. And then they have financing here, which is important. So always add financing to your website, whether it be Approve or Affirm, Klarna, something like that. Having multiple finance providers is also a good idea. Shopify has ShopPay built in to Shopify, which is cool. But it's kind of limited, so try to find the finance providers that provides the best value. And usually when you click on it, it's going to give you like learn more button, and you can submit the application, so that kind of thing. Also here we have a really important thing, which is a coupon code. Now the only thing they're not doing right here is that they're not making a limited time like a offer. It's got to have like there's a coupon code, and then there's got to be like a certain time frame they have to use it. So there's a deadline to use this offer. So like the sale only lasts for 24 hours or 48 hours. And you can actually create countdown timers that reset every 24 or 48 hours. And that just gives people more of an incentive to make a decision right now, as opposed to continually shopping around. If they don't want to spend the time and effort to shop around and find a better deal somewhere else, they might just take you up on that offer right then. So you can create a countdown timer that says, hey, this sale ends in 24 hours, or like at midnight tonight, and then that countdown timer always resets, and just call it a flash sale or something. That's perfectly fine. So do that. But yeah, have a discount offer. $100 off orders over $2,000 and up. Something like this is great too, not just all orders, but all orders 2,000 and up because it incentivizes people to place higher orders to combine products to make it, but obviously they're high ticket, so it doesn't really matter here. And then also providing a phone number is great because people will call, and taking those calls will close more sales. Okay, so that. Also, advertise the fact that you are an authorized dealer. When you get these dealer agreements with the suppliers, they will give you an authorized dealer agreement, and you'll become an authorized dealer. That means you have access to their warranty, so that if the customer has any problems with the products, you can send the customer to the manufacturer, and they can go through the warranty process. Now, there is a difference in parts of the warranty. Like a lot of it just covers parts, and then some other parts, like structural components, are covered differently or whatever. And sometimes there's got to be like a disclaimer where labor is not covered. So if it needs labor, like you have to pay for somebody to go and fix it and install the extra part, the replacement part or whatever. It doesn't cover that. So just make sure that's clear. But being an authorized dealer is really cool, and it's what the most important thing in high ticket dropshipping is. That's why we don't high ticket dropship from China. We don't high ticket dropship from like another online retailer, because you're not going to be an authorized dealer. You're not going to have access to the warranty. Okay. If you do high ticket dropshipping from China, it's a big risk, and you have to take that risk. All right. So let's go through. Product page isn't terrible. They could be doing a lot more with this description here. It's just really simple and short. You know, you can go through a whole sales process here where you go over features and benefits. It's got features, but you know, what's the benefit of that, right? And then you can also take the pictures that like are right here, and you can put them throughout the product description as like to illustrate the feature. So for example, let's see if I can pinpoint one out here. 15,000 vehicles and trucks. So if there was a picture of like a big vehicle or truck on this thing, then you could put that picture next to this part. And you just expand features and benefit sections and, you know, make it look nice. Specs table is important. It's good to have the shipping, returns, warranty, and product manuals, FAQ. This is great. And if it's specifically related to the supplier, not just your like store-wide thing, that's great, fine too. But you can do it just your store-wide thing too, and then have it like say each brand is different, and here's the specific brand's like stuff, and link it to your actual page is fine too. Yeah, and this is kind of thing, just like a trust building thing for the brand. Yep, more trust building stuff, and here's their trust pilot. So they just really use Trustpilot, which is fine, but it does cost a bunch of money using them. We use like either Yotpo or Judge Me or some built-in. You can use built-in review apps. So they're using a cart thing, which this is cool because it goes really fast. It doesn't take any time for it to like open the cart page. And you can bake into this slider here. Like what I would have done if I was them is take this same coupon code deal and put that into the cart slider right here, like add that at the top and have a countdown timer and all that stuff. And make sure this financing information is here as well. Like all the stuff that's right here should be right here. Proceeding checkout's probably most likely just going to show the regular Shopify checkout. They're kind of smart. They built a whole like graphic for the top here, not just their logo. Yeah. So, you know, the graphic shows more trust and all that stuff, and then the phone number. This is great. Definitely consider that, because a lot of these Shopify stores, they just have like a little logo, and it's just not enough, you know. For high ticket sales, you really got to get someone on the phone half the time, usually more than half the time, and you got to build trust. You got to risk reversal. You got to have social proof. You got to have, you know, trust built in, customer service and sales available. The one thing I would do is definitely, I would have changed this color of this button here. Blue doesn't really make sense in the context of the niche. I would just definitely make it orange, like a similar orange to what Amazon uses or PayPal. I think it works a lot better. And yeah, I think they got a great return policy. It's 60 days, 30% restocking fee. It's pretty typical. You know, shipping times, privacy, terms of service, contact info could definitely be improved a bit here, but that's okay. Yeah, so overall, this is a really good website to extract ideas from. And yeah, let's go back to that other one here. Their product page, again, we're going to look at it here. They have reviews. It looks like maybe Judge Me or something like that. And if you don't know what reviews app they're using, you can just like highlight and then right click and click inspect. And usually in the code, you'll be able to find like what exactly the app is that they're using. So this is custom liquid, H3, Shopify template section, product reviews. They might just be using the Shopify reviews app for this, seems like. Custom liquid template, dynamic. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of tough to figure out in the code like exactly where the name of the app is that they're using, but the inspect feature is really cool. Like here you can see the Superstore, that's the theme they're using. They're using something called Instant Page, combo option modal, product delivery. Anyways, there's also some really cool Chrome extensions you can use to extract information from Shopify stores. Definitely like just go into the Google Chrome store and look up like Shopify extraction Chrome extensions. You can get a lot of info from those. Anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of brands here. So all these brands are dropshipping brands. So if you want to start a store in this niche, if this niche works for you, all you got to do is, number one, you can hit us up. We can help you actually build it. If you go to our website and click DFY, which stands for Done For You, we have a full turnkey called the Business in a Box, complete build and launch service. You can watch my video, but basically we do all the research and store building, all of the marketing setup, and the sales and scaling. You can do it yourself. You can take it over, or we can hire a VA and train it for you, which is included in our advanced package. Or you can hire a VA and train it yourself. It's up to you how you do it after. But right now we actually have a 50% off offer going on for our advanced package. Normally $19,997, so $20,000, but it's only $10,000 right now. It's just a little bit lower. We only have 5 spots available. We're only doing it for the next 5 clients. We really just want to help the next 5 entrepreneurs that come on board to build businesses. We want to get really good case studies, and reviews and all that. We already have a bunch of reviews. As you can see, you can watch the videos up here at the top, people that have worked with us and gotten their stores done really well, and launched, scaled, and actually sold their stores too. But yeah, our starter package is 10 approved suppliers. Our growth package is 20, and our scale package is 30 approved suppliers. Usually the reason why I tell people to go with 30, just because, as you can see from this store, they've got, let's see, 3, 6, 7 times 3, that's 21. So they got 21 suppliers. Once you get between like that 20 to 30 supplier range, then you have like a really full built out store, and it starts working really well because you start getting a bunch of sales. We also have a really cool thing where we're doing full service management and scaling for $29.97 a month. And it's like really affordable, but basically it includes everything that you need to continually manage your store, like inventory updates, price updates, and all that stuff, catalog updates, and then also like ad management, ongoing SEO services, email marketing, sales promotions, things like that, for $29.97 a month. So that's included on the back end. Or if you want to just sign up with that in mind, just know that you'll be getting about 1 or 2 suppliers per month, and it takes about 2 or 3 months to launch, and you can pay this amount per month instead of having to pay all this up front. But the cool thing about paying up front more is that you just lock in those 30 suppliers, which is going to cost you a lot less than 1 to 2 per month. So if you do the math, you'll save a lot of money by paying us up front. And if you're kind of new to high ticket dropshipping, still curious, I have a whole book here you can sign up for at the bottom. And it comes with a free niches list of 1,000 niche ideas, but this is one of them, this garage niche and lifts and whatnot. This works really good. So definitely if you're interested in, like garages and whatnot, there's lots of other categories that go along with it. Like garage flooring, there's motorcycle stuff, lots of different types of products that you can sell in this niche. And it seems by doing the research, you'll really see like what are the main categories people are selling. Like this, garage cabinets and lifts seem to be, like out of the research I've done, like the most popular, because you see like garage organization, it's all about that. People are just building out their entire garage, right? But it includes all these other things: shelving, flooring, appliances, even like things like outdoor cooking and stuff like that, maybe like refrigerators, freezers, like you can even have like home bars and stuff like that, like a man cave style setup, maybe even like a TV projector, So yeah, when you first start a website, I always recommend doing it with kind of a mid-niche branding, and then going into one category first, and then going into the next one after that, next one after that, at the max starting with like 3-4 categories, because it just takes so much work to dive all the way into these. You got to build out all the different categories first with demo products, then you got to get the brands on board, then you got to upload all their catalogs and organize all their stuff, then you got to customize and optimize each of the products, which takes a lot of time. Like if you go through any one of these categories, you'll see they got a bunch of subcategories. If you go any one of these subcategories, you'll see there's a bunch of products, and then all these products you got to go through and optimize them. You got to figure out, okay, how much does it cost for delivery? You got to add all these different options to it. So these are really important. But we have a really good process of uploading catalogs and getting all the variants in place that works really well. And we can make your store look super optimized, just like some of these. You can see some of the stores that we built for clients here in this section here. These are some of the most recent ones we did. And it's just, this kind of stuff we've been doing it for like 20 years. So we know exactly what we're doing, and we can totally help you. And this niche works great. If you want to do it on your own, we also have courses and whatnot. Just go up here at courses or private coaching. First, I want to show you the current course setup I have right now is on Patreon. Patreon is a cool platform because it allows a lot of people just to get in there and get content. I have my full high-ticket dropshipping masterclass in there. You can join for free to get the free content, which is basically just podcast versions of all my videos. But if you want to get all my books and my, if you look at the collections, I have a bunch of templates and stuff like that. I have a high-ticket supplier directory of thousands of suppliers. I have an ecom templates kit, includes all the different like page templates for content, like spreadsheet templates and stuff like that. My book library and my masterclass, they're all here, and they're all included with the membership. And so if you look at the membership, it's actually really affordable. $15 a month gets you all course access, which includes all the other bonuses and stuff like that. So that's super cheap. If you want to get the community access as well, we have a private Discord group. It's only $29 a month. And if you want all courses plus the mastermind and a monthly coaching call with me, which is normally $97 a month alone, then it's all included in this one. So this is one I highly recommend doing if you want to just do it yourself and get guidance along the way. And I'll show you on our website what the coaching is all about. Private coaching I offer right now, the way I'm doing it is it's $97 for an hour for beginner coaching. This is like niche selection and business formation and stuff like that, trying to figure out, what you got to do to start. And then for scaling, if you've like tried and failed, but you didn't get anywhere, then definitely check out scaling coaching. Is $197 an hour. And I do run temporary discounts on this stuff sometimes, so just pay attention to that. And also, if you want to pay ahead for certain packages, like amounts of hours ahead of time, then there's discounts. These are all built in with discounts. So that's for the beginners. This is for the advanced. So you can book a call with me, and I do my best to guide you along the way. And of course, later on, we do SEO services, ad services, scaling services. You can check out our free guides on our website as well. All of our services are also listed there, but we have, a guide, a really breakdown how to get dropshipping, our entire niches list, how to find suppliers, kind of when I just went over, but more in depth, and all the stuff you need for business formation before you get started with one of these businesses. And we always are producing a lot of really good, high quality blog posts, so check that out, and subscribe to the podcast as well on your favorite podcast platform. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this. And if you're interested in this niche, just shoot me over an email, trevor@ecommerceparadise.com. Get the conversation started, and I can help you along the way to get your business started. And definitely download the free guide and get my free book about high-ticket dropshipping. It's almost 1,000 pages long, and this is like everything you need to know from start to finish about building one of these businesses. Thank you much, guys. I'll look forward to talking to you in the next episode. Take care.